Your abundant grace to run this race, everything and more. Never lose my place, you on my days, yes, yes. Your abundant grace to run this race, everything and more. Never lose my place, oh. Cause I got you, Jesus.
Welcome this afternoon to this wonderful broadcast, and I believe you are going to be tremendously blessed. Thank you for being my guest today, and I know definitely impact is going to make a tremendous impact in your life. It will leave an indelible mark that cannot be erased. You know, Jacob had 12 sons. But you know that Joseph was very much outstanding. He stood out and he became outstanding. So unless you stand out amongst the crowd, you will not be outstanding. Ruth braved herself up very much, and she overcame the challenges that the future held for her. She came out with Naomi, and we have read about Ruth, the history of Ruth. But Oprah left Naomi and went back to Moab. That was the end of her story. Nothing was said of Oprah. We never know what happened to Oprah. So unless you are prepared to face the challenges of life, sense of God, you'll be very mediocre. You'll be where you are. And today, this afternoon, we are so blessed to have a first guest, a female, a lady who has made an impact. She's the first female guest to this impact program. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will now ask my guest, my special guest, to just introduce herself and tell us about a little bit about your family background. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Bishop. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all the one them with they listen. Na radio, na television, Facebook, una all good afternoon. First of all, I want to tell Bishop Boku thank you for this invite. Me na Olanka Yvonne Morin Phillips, ni Galba Bright, meaning me maiden name na being Galba Bright. I want to tell them plenty thank you for we invite me. And I see them as an opportunity for give back the glory to God and for reflect on my life, all waiting from one member, from where me not possibly remember plenty, from one small, all waiting don't happen to me till this time. I want to tell God, Boku, thank you. So I want to use this podium for tell plenty people them. The one they want to call their name, the one they want to call their name, plenty thank you, where them be part of the journey of my life to this point. And also I want to make una self where they listen, make una pick una own and no say God day. And if God can do one for one person, He can do one for plenty people them. And whatever you self they go through, like you just believe say it can come to pass. This too shall pass. And that you self, your journey, your story in your life will be one way go impact other person. Bishop, back to your question. As I say, me na Olanka Phillips, ni Galba Bright. My papa na been Jacob Bunting Galba Bright. And my mama, we still there, na Miss Madam Hannah Abigail Sayan Thompson. My papa na been politician and international businessman. Who don't know the history of Freetown City Council and know say Galba Bright na household name. And he died when I'm 5 months old. That means to say when he born me, and not to say na he die. My mama na retired primary school teacher. And he come out from Tombo village.
Okay.
Because my papa die, I not be know too much, but in family them where I they grow up. but I know say na been big man na the country. I think Bishop I go stop the first. That then I go tell listeners them but me background.
Wow, that's interesting. So how many of you were in the family? How many in the family as siblings then?
My mama born with 4,
Okay.
even though and I've been married.
Okay.
3 girls and the last born na man, na boy.
Okay.
So now we've been that's not the family and I in single-handedly bring we up with
Wow.
small teacher money up to a point.
So she was a school teacher, and therefore I know say it so many challenges because the salary by then was very meager, definitely. So I don't know how he able for navigating way, for this, all of you, and I don't know. Tell us more a bit.
Bishop Dande na the mystery. Me self way I don't reach this age. Me self gets me own picking them. I dey see how life they go. Sometimes, I can remember I say, indeed, God na God. Because Dande we himself I think say he not go know. I not been telling about this program. I just this morning I sent her in WhatsApp. I don't know, but now possibly not by going in WhatsApp so and all.
Okay.
So I don't know if you could see him because I don't want to ask me no question.
Okay.
It is. In self, I'm not sure say he able to tell the story with one. But one thing I can say, God has been faithful, and God, God can pick who that's them. It take you from nothing, it turn it to somebody.
Yeah, that's right.
And if God don't pick you, it like waiting happen. It a fend way for you, for let you reach usai you want for take you through.
Wow.
Me early childhood days, not a one way all mango one for look at. It was tough, especially in the 80s, where there was a time when teacher them not being paid on time or then go months without
that's
salary.
right, that's
It was really, really tough. But one thing I can say, we not ever sleep angry. We not get all the 3 square mellow, but we not ever sleep angry for morning internet.
Okay.
At the last hour, God can show up miraculously.
Wow.
I don't want to go into all the details, but that is the case. It been tough. Some day waiting for cook knocking day, but we not ever sleep angry. But one thing I go tell you, Bishop, we for contentment was the key. We not ever they go look na neighbor waiting they happen day.
Okay.
If mommy call, we say they not pay. You don't need for so we say they not pay. As young as we were in primary school, if not all later now we they go take in salary, we bring and can so we can know when it day. So we know when in our day.
Oh my goodness.
So waiting ever he provide, 9 we been they take.
Okay.
So I think say then they don't tell we listeners then small but the background. As would they go,
You're going full.
yes, because of the time.
Oh wow! So that means it was a very challenging moment, primary school wise. Oh my goodness me! After primary school, now which primary school you attend?
Christchurch Primary School.
Oh, Christchurch.
Yes, waiting do me mama been have been teacher as I tell you. And Ion, if they work out with him picking any side way he dey teach, I sure it been convenient I didn't been. But God do am away. Me not the second born.
Okay.
So the first me big sister with me, we go Christchurch Primary School. We not get a break. So she spent a long time na Christchurch, and so we be able for do we own 7 years because I think class 1 to 7 we not get a break.
Okay.
My younger sister and my brother na them being get for the move with them. I think to Buxton to Cathedral as even they go get for the Kegden because it was convenient. So when they go to school, now all they go now all they come. So na Christchurch Primary School.
Okay.
I go.
Then after primary school, you take your I call it selective entrance examination.
Okay.
That was now they call like NPSC now.
Yes, selective entrance.
Selective entrance examination. Then you go Methodist Girls High School. So by then you don't lost your dad at a very early age. So tell me about your experience now.
Well, this is a key experience I will explain. I not like for explain them
Okay.
because, but it explain the bond between me and my mama.
Okay.
In 1984, I think na been that year day or the year before, nine then begin sit selective entrance in May.
Okay.
Either we na been the first or the second set, I can't remember. We exam, then results begin come out late. We na that end of August, sometimes first week September, and results they come out. So we results come out towards the end of August, September, and school they open early September. I enter for the Methodist Girls High School. So results come out. I'm not gonna forget it was on a Monday. We go to school, they read the result, then they give all man in letter. It not been go because na been holiday time. When I come home, this letter say I for report with my parents na Methodist Girls High School. I think it was on the Thursday.
Okay.
The Monday then go give me the Thursday. And that we forgo with the money for pay the school fee. Or forgo with the money for buy the uniform, the books, and everything. Was that I made the grade and I have been offered. Not to be interviewed, just you go do the thing and then you come home.
Okay.
So when I come, I give me mama a gladdy. And they not talk nothing. That was on the Monday. I begin think, they not pay mommy. How will they go to this school? But I not talk nothing to them and not say nothing to me. Tuesday done, Wednesday morning. We don't eat. Now call me now home. Strangely, on top of him bed, I see he put things in pack. I don't know if he himself remember this,
Okay.
So I was shocked. Now I say, now tomorrow I will for go to this school. Now I say yes and no. Now he say, you know say they not pay me. Now I say yes. Now I say, but you get for go. And I say yes. Now I say the only way you can go now for last sell me things.
Oh my goodness me.
I didn't look am. Now I say, go bring that traveling bag, we pack it in them. By then, we been tap na Paremba Road. Paremba Road by opposite Liverpool Street, number 20 Paremba Road. So we left, I hold the bag with the go. I don't know who side with the go. We put it down Liverpool Street. I don't think my other siblings them me know. I don't know how he managed that, but that was what she said to me. So we go, we reach Jimmy. We team up. I don't know how I call the people them. I don't know what happened, but then people there come. They buy all the things. Of course, not auctioning things. Then it's involved. I can still remember, and I tell like I still till them in clothes, shoes, bedspread. Woman, there you to see good thing. And when we they go, what would on they go? He turn back and he can't take a trinket. She had a trinket box where he always tells us in a denting and they didn't give away. Mama died. She took one of those trinkets. When he don't go auction anything there, so now I say this money not go do. So she went into a purse, removed this trinket, and he sell them. When he sell them, now I say, well, this now we can able forgo. We can able forgo this interview or whatever. So we come home back. I don't know what he tell me siblings them, but we never get that conversation. The next morning we go, and it was all happy. We come. So that was how I was able to go to secondary school. And then she would say, even if I die, you papa and family show, don't go near them. Me na pikin, I don't understand. Me not know how them pass. I can say yes. So I started, but we dey Paremba Road for the Kangaroos school. Na waka go and come. But that one dey not to be in story because 90% of people that will be in the go school then na waka dey waka. First of all, una all those the club up waiting at the area. So una past 10 and una dey left us na morning for reach Congo Cross 7:30. You are there. 7:45, you are there because you get for the day 8 o'clock for meet Mrs. Scholar. You can't go late. So that was not an issue. And when I come out school, I get for work, I can meet the one in a convent, I come. So that, I may not ever look at that as a deprived something. Because them picking themselves for them people, they get in transport, and then when they will get motoka, they know they go. Then they rather work because it was all fun. And not on our way, school business, drama. No, it was all fun. So That is one aspect. The lunch, you can try, whatever I get. I don't know, but there was contentment
Yeah,
among we.
that's the key.
We know not to say you dey go, then you get friends them, we parents them, until date, those are my friends. The Mavis John, um, sorry, Mavis Apate, Mavis, those were my friends. School days, we all they go, we all they come, up and down. So nobody know they laughing comping. You not get this kind of pressure where they now say look at or whatever. When they go everything you do now but book business. First time done. Second time. Still, of course, I don't tell when I say my mama na teacher now before he get. So not to like for say we tell them go pay and salary, you go get money where you go keep for your own school fee. Now I don't know how I mean they do that mathematics because me now then I'm an accountant, so you gotta wonder how did she how women they manage, but she was able to do it. Second time come. So again, you know me get money for pay the school fee. I think after we prize giving, and that thing we can get big, but 1 or 2 weeks before then, we don't ask them when they out, we not get pay school fee, so you go don't go pick them before exam time come because girls school then we now get a media exam day that February month day. So when I mean pay this school fee, then call me name, then they ask them when they will not pay. That was second time now this first year. They ask you for go now. Oh, so they say if you make good stay home until you get the people and can afford for pay. So I remember I come out, I don't take me bag, I dey waka cam for we go girls school, I dey waka cam, I dey pass funds the you get for pass funds the principal in the month for go. So when I don't dey go down, now he sends somebody for go call me. So I came back. Now he ask me name, I tell him, he say Galba Bright. He say, Usa you dey? Where are you going to? That was Mrs. Fashikola. And I say, I haven't paid my fees, so I'm going home. And I say, why? Now he say, where's your father? Now I tell him, say, where my papa, I explain, tell him the situation and all. I say, okay. He say, you know Mrs. Gage? I say, yes. He say, go to the staff room. Mrs. Gage, I mean, senior teacher, even the teacher with geography. So now I'm in charge of welfare for the girls. He say, go tell Mrs. Gage to put down your name for Plan International Scholarship.
Wow.
So now I go in a staff room, meet Mrs. Gage, I tell her and say, Mrs. Collier send me. He said, then after that, you can go home until you can pay your fees. So I go. My mama, I go na host that, and of course, my mama don't go to school. He end up come, he meets me na host, I explain, tell her. Nice, I'm not surprised. I mean, the member say, that's the for pay. So I think 1 or 2 days after, able get this money, and I pay. That was second time. I can't recall what thing happened to the third time, but they're not been drop me again. But in the middle of third time, Mrs. Gage say he wants see me in a staff room. When I go there, now he give me this letter. Say they don't award me scholarship
Wow.
for the rest of my secondary school. So that was how. Mrs. Collier be know me because then there's the in a girls' school. If you do well, then they call you name na hall.
Okay.
And I was very, very quiet. The one that we go school with me, I was very quiet then. So now so that aspect there of my life, me school, my girls' school. So that one was hived off by that miraculously.
Wow, that's
I know because the one the way they get for the degree scholarship, then get series of interviews the way you get for go and this and that to Mrs. Gage, all the protocols, but na so me been take forget that scholarship.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the voice of Mrs. Olayinka Phillips, Director of Internal Audit at the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, giving us a brief background about her life story, the challenges she faced in life. Well, if not many picking now, they're in a situation how they go give up their life and they go don't do bad like many picking today. But thank God that you hold on. You hold on tenaciously to your conviction that you have to make a mark. Then after guys high school now, I say you understand you go and wash?
Yes, I go and Walsh. And Walsh, it was far better. Okay, but when I done girls' school for Granny Walsh, the scholarship was transferred.
Okay.
It was automatic. It was especially if you've been done they do well.
Okay.
If you've been done they do well, like first 5 years, you want to go do sixth form, it was automatic. The school just need for right say well this the people don't transfer. So I went to and it was for sixth form,
Sixth form.
and so I went with the scholarship.
What make you know me walk? You know me. That's in the walk. No, me I forget. When you decide, what's the
When from
motivation?
Form 5?
From success. What's the motivate you for go from 6?
Well, for me, that was the root. For me, education was key.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Growing up with all the struggles in life,
Yes.
and when you dey watch people and the surroundings, I don't know where I got it from, but the only thing I knew was that for me to be successful, I have to be educated.
Okay.
And yes, and but then I almost not being able to go second Form 6 because at that time it was, if you want for the accounting academy, an academy on all the go. But that was the year where I don't remember again what thing may happen, but a lot of people were turned down, so I not be able for go academy. So me auntie by then when I did Form 4 going to Form 5, something dramatic happened now family again. I need for mention that name.
Okay.
We may not move common at 20 per old. We don't go number 30. We will meet the people that will be in at the compound. Then don't turn from 30 then we fumble. Okay. We get the likes of the Auntie Sarah, Auntie Marie, then one and then we know up men and go up. Make we go up. So I think the manpower been get the host die. So they ask everybody, girl man notice na the compound. By that same day, it was 1988. Okay. That 10 day rents don't begin for there na the country. It asked for fen us. So my mama not be able to forget us. And at that 10 day back, my mama go college back. They go do internship college, teaching for make it go come up. Because even they look say, them pick the big, secondary school, out for go. Yes. So you get for go back. And then they go put locker. But as I say, where they go, they left we with Auntie Sarah, Auntie Mary. Now then they take care of we. It was like one family. Okay. So that's when where the girl man notice, we all na the compound get for go. So everybody may not move now. We and my mama not be left. We not in get place. So reach a point, we had to be separated. Okay. So then now, I get for go live with me auntie. But my mama, when you been ask me say how we they come up, my mama get one paddy. When a sister to her now, I think they meet from where they college. Her name Mrs. Rita Arthur Jones is still alive. Miss Rita, as we can call her, in your responsibility. I don't know how I mean get her more. Then they provide clothes for we. My mama go buy what he able, but every Christmas, New Year, Easter, Miss Rita must pack for me and my big sister. In fact, now my big sister, your own god mommy, that one day we by bath and they married and all. So we go give it clothes. And not to all time I use clothes, so it pull in money. Instead of a teacher, although he married, it buy clothes for we shoes. We been giving things them until we been in a small skin person. Say we big past go bigger than them. But if they give it in clothes, so that was given. We don't say we they get with Christmas clothes and all of them thing and they. So Miss Rita been there and it always there for we. But so when mommy not get time for go day, for what we get for separate, now he go meet Miss Rita. He say, na online car, I not get time for him. Now I say, okay. Me cousin-in-law, Mrs. Annie Alston. He say, make I talk to Annie. But Miss Annie says, we all been done turn family now. He say, make him see how if he could take him.
Wow.
So Miss Rita he go talk to Miss Annie. Now I get for goodie from 4 transition into Form 5. The one thing I not will ever forget was the opportunity to go to church regularly. Because when I go girls' school at Form 1, now that time they accept Christ. We get what to call committed Christians. Where Mrs. Class shots name in the head. Now they accept Christ. But I mean, the way we grow up, the strangeness and all of that, it was too much. We not get enough for to go church every day, this and that. Since a Sunday, mommy get chance for to do things, and also irregularly. Something like every Christmas, every New Year, now we go church. But when I came to Mrs. Harrison, that was the first thing. We had to be going to church 4 times a week, 3 times regularly, but at times 4 times, depending on waiting activities in a church. That's the name they go, the Apostolic Church. Oh, I was so happy.
Okay.
After they took him 2 months, now he called me. He said, Lenka, would I tell you about me before you come now? And I say, how? And I say, one day, I not call you, say, for go church, you grumble. I talk like me, I say, this man, you know, say, I was looking for this opportunity.
Okay.
So that day on, and that Sunday, I begin go church, and that Sunday, I will call and say, that was the time my real discipleship started because of regular church going and he gave me the opportunity for join other groups then. Like I became a member of Christ Church Youth Fellowship. I've been giving for every Sunday we don't come to church, we don't do nothing, we go scripture union. So I was there and also Youth for Christ.
Okay.
On Saturdays when you don't do nothing and then Friday and day you dey go. When I come over to my auntie, in daughter been there. Okay, he been there with his husband and in daughter. He been get a 9-year-old daughter. When I me into and from that Sunday we go there, she became my younger sister, not of the same mother, till to date. We're very, very close.
Praise God.
Fatima.
Mm-hmm.
So now me can turn now. Na me trade. Na me Fatima up and down all till now. Now two they go. And it's why they go now with two and all. So life changed. It reached the point, but one other thing, it was short-lived. 5 months exactly to the time when I go to Miss Annie, her husband died suddenly. So that was also another drama, another disaster again. That ended I don't do from 5.
Okay.
But we managed through all of that still. So I think that year day, my mama gets place. She wanted me back. I know I didn't want to go. I don't use with Miss Annie, and I was very, very happy. That was a bitter one. I go talk to Miss Rita, say, I talk to Mommy, say, left me. I go, and not well. I mean, she was like up to today, like one loss in Peking or something or whatever. But anyway, I succeeded not going back to her, so I end up stay with Mrs. Elstein, Miss Annie until I married.
Okay, that's interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the voice of Mrs. Olainka Philip, the Director of Internal Audit at Stallion Commercial Bank, giving us a brief background about her challenges she went through in life, primary school, secondary school. This is to motivate you. So if you did down today for no say, the God will be and come up from where she was. That same God can make a difference in your life. So stay tuned. You get for contribute to this program at the end for ask question, or maybe you give your own contribution. All right. No, let me. Okay, as we go along with the program, Mrs. Phillips, when you finish school.
Bishop, I not caught you, but one thing they want for tell you about Annie Walsh, where maybe it go good for the listeners they know.
Okay.
That time they will go from where I know Ibugo Academy, me auntie na go find Annie Walsh for me for go from 6. Because he have been proposed, say, why you not go do some technical thing, na cry. I say, no, na from 6 I want for go. So now I go meet somebody we know, Madam Williams, then take me and Annie Walsh.
Okay.
So now we 4 been there where they do accounting. Madam Williams then, she was very protective of her girls. You know when we forgo lesson elsewhere. So you get this teacher by the name of Mr. Strasser King. Now be a chartered accountant. And I think even they work na electricity. Now been the accountant or something. So even they come on a part-time basis for teach we. So one day when he come, he say, "Let all stand up for na women in the class. Let all man explain what thing he want for be." So I could still remember I was the 3rd person. I said I want to become a chartered accountant. And the man Tony look me up and down, a boss laugh. He said, "Do you know who a chartered accountant is?" And I say, "No." And I say, "Well, how?" And I say, "I just know I want to become a chartered accountant." And I begin laugh. You know the word for be chartered accountant? And all man laughed me at the class. And after that, I became a mockery. Anytime we come, Madam Chartered Accountant answered this. And one day, he did it to the point to say, "God, let this man be alive when I become a chartered accountant. By then, as a child, I don't even know, as he me ask, how you dey become a chartered accountant. I don't know how that came into me, but that was what I said I wanted to be.
Okay.
And true to form, he died after I don't become a chartered accountant.
Oh, God, that's on your prayer.
Because I remember I hear in obituary, and I was like, oh, this man's been still there. And from that same day, I think when you go to Madam Tay and say, you get one picking at the class, we say one be chartered accountant. So always when King come, he laugh me. But what make I bring this specific thing? Because that man laugh me, I've always had it in my mind. Then at that time I begin now find out how you they become chartered accountant and how waiting at the root. So after I done my sixth form, then I decided that me dream I for pursue am.
Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Who that they look down on you today? Who that they call you name based on what you they go today? Don't give up. The God will salvage in daughter from mockery, from become the man always look at him as look as a mocker. Now she became a wonder. You see, God will turn your mockers to become your workers by the special grace of God. Wonderful. That is very impactful for your dream. I want to be a doctor. I remember that in my son, when they go to school, before I go to Maboroka, what I want to become. They laugh in that class as well. So if you didn't laugh today, don't take heart. God is about to change your story. If God can change our story for her, change my own story, God can change your own story for you. Okay. Tell me a little bit. I know say you may opt for going for the college, right? But then you ended up going at IPAM. Tell me what happened.
Okay. After sixth form, I mean apply for go for a college. So, but sixth form as I tell you, I did the scholarship for Plan International and
Oh my goodness.
you know, they go forward. So then take me now for a college. Then this ugly thing showed up again. By that time, me until I've been there with himself, man don't die. His son been there college, and there was so much with her also. And then between him and mama, they also not be able to pay the college fee. So I'm not able for go college. So I had to stay home for that academic year, for stay out of studies. But once I did a host, after some time, he able for talk to the chief librarian and library board. So he make a they go what we go call internship now. Because instead of not being glad he go work, he young picking they go school, okay, a man on that, then me they left na house. So I get for begin go work na library board, the children's department. Okay. So once I they work there, I they attend to them picking their book and they you they read. I can sit down and I think, say, na so me go end. I still get for go college. But each time working in our house, we pray, na that let God make I get way for this college business. One day I sit down and I say, me I not go for a college again. I go rather go IPAM. And I think say if I go IPAM, it go better for me, it go easier for me for become this chartered accountant. And that day, not me ever come on me though, because I get for prove that man wrong. Say,
Yes.
So once I was there, another phase of my life shop. Now I meet one of my papa, a relative, we happen for me godfather at Christine. Because really, when you carry the name Galba Bright, anytime where you call your name, somebody must turn around and ask, who say you belong and this and that. I not go call the person name because he no wants me for calling him. So I meet now he say, where you mama? Now I say he dey. He asked me, what thing I dey do? I explain, tell and say, well, that thing is before I meet him, I may not apply for go IPAM. But the thing about IPAM in fees was 3 times for my college then, and scholarship not dey. When I mean they apply for IPAM, I tell me auntie assume, because I'm not saying nothing that, oh, I go get scholarship, but me not tell and say, going to IPAM, that there's and then I don't want the wiki afford because it's a professional, they get scholarship. Me self, have been just a step of faith. I apply. And I not apply for a college that year. I not even tell me, mama. So when I meet him, I explain to him, and that's when they give me acceptance letter after the interview. I mean, always in my bag. In fact, now one bag I've been get. So not so a matter of you go drop him, and not so you get for the workout with him, and still dog-headedly believe in God that I have to go to college. So this my uncle now. When I show him the paper, he look at me, and I say, you know something. But by then now, it been not left about 2 weeks for ladies letter lapse because they would give you deadline if you pay against this date to get the offer or not. So I remember when I show him the letter again, now he say, okay, allow me for take this letter, go home and discuss with my wife. He say we could see in the next 1 week. The date where so for see come, I go na office. When I go to his secretary, and I say, oh, he don't travel. But he had 3 secretaries. The one say he don't travel. So I stood there thinking, oh, I said, when did he come? So now the other secretary see me. Now I say, na online car. Now I say, yes, please. Now I say, come. He say, he left something for you.
Wow.
So she brought out this envelope with some side for sign. And in this envelope were pound sterling notes where for pay he do for me for pay the tuition fee na IPAM and for pay me external examination
Wow.
with a note which says, please make sure my investment yield profits and also make good use of this opportunity.
Wow.
I look at him, I sign off. Then the secretary say, you get for bringing the receipt here. I say, oh, I go home. That 10 day, I not been tell me auntie say I don't meet them because first of all, me and my mind own side na problem because I should not have anything to do with anybody. We get for deal with me, papa and family. So, but for me, God has been gracious. God don't do this. I say, okay, whatever they go do now, me get for go me I plan when me want for go. So that day when me auntie go home, when me auntie come now show am. She looked at me say, God the answer prayers.
Wow.
So now I say, well, you go get for go explain to your mama oh, and make you know say now you go do your arrangement. So that even 10 days I go to my mama. So now that's well as I begin tell them about IPAM. Who say for pull the money? You let go fend inside the way for put people for shame and this and that. Now I say, mommy, wait. So now I take the talk, this talk, go and come to and come out. Now explain tell them. Now he say, yes, I remember He say, but tell God thank you. He say, where am? I need for God tell and thank you. Now I say, no, they say no, they tongue. I say, so when he come? So that was how I was able to go to IPAM. And at IPAM days, I don't know nothing but fees, payments, no nothing. As long as results come out, I can make results go. I they go collect me school fees for the next year and whether or not the external one from the secretary that was given. So my mama self later on go meet her tell and thank you. And the issue about me papa and family, no, papa and family never existed. But my uncle always tell me say, me papa been tell and say, take care of this speaking for me. As if he knew he was going to die at that time because I've been big man. So that was how me IPAM days go.
Wow.
At IPAM, there was only 2 things that mattered to me in life. Me academic. How I they look after somebody in investments and how I they make use of the opportunity. And also I was a member of the CU and I became the first female president of the CU. So those were the only thing. Anything else you ask me upon IPAM days, I don't know. Because I'm not being particular. I was just like this one up and down. So when I done IPAM, I got a distinction. When I get distinction, I go left me results. By the time they go backward and see me uncle, they don't already make arrangements for me for go work na KPMG. As he see the results, he been get the contact. So and but that same day again, when I go KPMG, when he send me there, when I go there, they say the trainees them plenty, they're not the take that year day. So I come home. I tell me auntie, and I say where God could provide. So I did not host 9 the secretary na KPMG being letter for me. Then call me for interview.
Oh, that's
Lo
wonderful.
and behold, they had to sack somebody to accept
Oh,
me.
that is
Because the
divine.
law, na KPMG, if you pass your exam, after then they sack you.
Okay.
So I think that was just an opportunity.
Wow.
They just, well, I'm not going to say glad you went and sack am, but something get for happen for let somebody better. So that was how I entered.
Praise God.
KPMG.
That's awesome. You see, this how it beat me up now. Where God provided somebody at the right time for help you for enhance your academic ambition. I'm so happy for that. Uncle, may God bless him and God increase him in every dimension. So you listeners listening to us today, don't give up, don't throw the towel. God can bring help. You say help doesn't come from abroad. Help comes from above. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. God will bring helpers for you in destiny. In every area of your life, just watch out and see what God is going to do for you. Okay, we want for, I think we'll jump one or two questions there because of time. Let me ask this question now. Okay, after you done KPMG, after you do FAM, you get your first degree. Then what else again do you do? What else again do you opt for?
Okay, by that time now, life don't change. The future, hope
Look
don't
very
come because
promising.
you don't come out by the time you hold 80 certificate with distinction, no.
Okay.
And also, since the day one meet me uncle, life has never been the same.
Praise
The
God.
father in my life that I lost at 5 months came back to me.
Praise God.
He had watched over my life.
Praise
Oh, he go watch over you till you self go say, you not even imagine say I don't big now. And then that was it. After I did a KPMG work, the work all of that one day. Say now they now are qualified because KPMG didn't pay exam for you for pass and all say and I think the time I left KPMG, I left at the position of audit manager stroke training manager.
You don't know anything.
Now that where I qualify, I get ACCA.
Okay, you do
It was at
ACCA.
KPMG that I
Okay.
did my ACCA and I
Alright.
get qualified
Okay.
as a chartered accountant.
Okay.
So after that, when I don't qualify in 2005, now I say to myself, well, by then I may not get married, I get 2 sons. So I said to myself, I not think say I want for continue for practice for data you be partner. I said I better opt out and go and see what thing will happen. Then I begin for look. Now newspaper, now I see then they advertise for technical assistants at the Ministry of Finance. That means to say chartered accountants then for go work with the Ministry of Finance. Like a play, now apply for that job. And I went for the interview. They accept me.
Okay.
Yes. So I go there, I choose the internal audit, and they really work with Parfin. They self na a dramatic change in my life. Not so because na EU been they pay me the money what I mean they get, but the opportunity for work with somebody like Parfin, a seasoned administrator, accountant and administrator. Most of what I learned, especially how for deal and handle your staff, both you subordinates and your superior, I learned from him. We go get sessions in the morning where he go tell, he go bring scenarios. He show you how you dey live with life, how you dey go on, how you know for oriori, that's what God mark for you to get. The history of my career, it not go ever complete if I not mention it. Because I learned so much. And I not be know saying things that I learned. That's why I come out from when life begin for unfold. I begin for see things. Then I begin for understand waiting even they say. But at Ministry of Finance, where I go there now find out say after the when you know in a practice, you know in a audit firm, you get something where they call professional accountants with academic qualification and non-academic. The first time I was like, what is this? They say the one that will not do degree, they're inferior to the one that will do first degree and then they get ACC. The first day when that embarrassing statement came, I said I cannot stand for this. I am going to get my academic qualification.
Okay.
But by then you can't go to first degree.
Okay.
No. First you do masters. So how for do this masters waiting for do? I can't go na classroom masters. I get home for take care of. I get two picking them. Then work in. It was a very big job. So I decided for do Oxford books, when I online and a combination of online and classroom. But the classroom term, I go plan them when I go take me leave, and then I go do this. I go dey go. So that was what I was doing in and out of UK until in 2009 I got qualified with an MBA.
Okay, good MBA
Yes.
with the ACCA.
Yes. Then I
From
get
the-
the AAT. I get AAT first, I get me ACCA, and then I got my MBA.
Wow. This now hunger for success. Because some people in the reach some side and stop, but you have the hunger for improve on yourself. Oh, that's what I commend for him. So how you get now for good commercial bank?
It's a career journey. So when I done me MBA done, now I begin think to myself, say, but it was very promising job. My boss, me dey on the verge for retire, and I not sure say anything me for me cannot me forget the position. But I didn't want it because I thought I was young, in my mid 30s. So how many can be director at that point? I was like, and all my life career na auditing I don't do. I want for go sit down, work as an accountant or something else so somebody can audit
Audit
me.
you,
I remember the
okay.
first day I was talking, the people that were talking to they laughed. They said, "Oh, so you get lofty ideas." But then I began to look for another job. Say if I see anything, I go look at. Then in the same newspaper, I saw DFeed. DFeed they advertise for deputy coordinator for in the justice sector. Now I say make I try this one. So I apply and I got a job. So that one was be the deputy to the coordinator. It was a very multitasking job. You get for support the coordinator, and also you get for provide budgetary support to all the MDs them within the justice sector, and
Wow.
also you get for provide support to the person where they do programming. So I took the challenge and I got the job. Now I left the Akana justice sector. That was in 2010, January na go there. So I did it. We na the three online cars then. Now we three been the work day. It's also a memorable 4 years I had. We work until 2014. A lot of things had happened. I sat back to myself. I mean, I possibly can do reflection. You did reflect and look at plan the future and all. And I said to myself, I've had enough of all this coordination, programming and all. I want to go back, go do me mainstream finance. But I know one for gonna audit firm.
Okay.
So but I don't know what thing for do. That was like so in the midst of that, nine and you see commercial bank, they want for the inspection and compliance unit, they're going to split it up and then one forget an internal audit department at the directorate level. It was a tough one. I don't ever see myself they go to the corporate world or ever for work in a financial institution. Because I say bank there in business. But I'll go for the job. That was the most difficult and challenging interview I've ever subjected my life to.
Wow.
The day I walked out of that interview, I said to myself, Papa God, let no write letter for friend work again. It was tough, and there were contenders for the job.
Okay.
To the glory of God, we don't done the interview. Me not me they ask again. Safe. 1 month after I was awarded the job to go and set up and being the first director of internal audit for Sierra Leone Commercial.
And that's how
Job.
you have to today.
Yes, I don't did it for 7
7
years.
years. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Listeners, I hope you have been blessed. Unfortunately, I think we get problem with the online, the internet service. They down. So our viewers will review from America, from Australia, from different parts of Africa. I think so we apologize to them because we can't reach you now today. Now only those who are on the radio now go able for listen to we. We as we progress, please your number for call now 075 000937 075 000937, or you send your text or WhatsApp to 078 861-497-078, 861-497. Listen to the voice of Mrs. Olanka Phillips, when the director of internal audit, na the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, with the GUI in life story. Now to this impact, so to speak. Definitely, you have made an impact. Look at the transition. Who go take you? Lost your daddy, your mommy teacher, struggling, go to auntie, move from one place to another. And now somebody will look at you and say, well, you're not like an epitome of success. Somebody go admire you today. Then go get you admire you today. Or you're driving with your car and go say, oh, this is wow. According to you, you own your own perception. What do you believe in a success?
My definition of success.
Yes.
Personally, my definition of success is that when I achieve waiting I want, when I get real satisfaction in the goals them what I don't set, long-term goals them. If I achieve them one day, where I satisfy, that's not success. But me success, it gets two parts. For me, I must see Jesus, the peace of God for day. Not to for just achieve what I want to, but I for feel the peace of God in that thing they want to achieve.
Okay.
Then hard work. The one they will know me. I know even myself no say me now workaholic. I have this inner drive that can push me beyond for venture into things them where my peers no good there. I mean, I think that's a special grace upon my life. I can sit and imagine and go for it.
Wow.
That is what I see and what I call success.
So
Achieving your goal with satisfaction.
All right.
And through it all, I must have the peace of God. Because people then go get a lot of things, they don't have peace.
Wow. So just like Martin Luther King said, I have a dream.
Exactly.
So it's like you have a dream in life. The man said you want to become an accountant, chartered accountant, he laugh at you. And now you don't achieve your goal now. So in other words, definitely now I will look at you like a success story, because your story will be able to inspire others. But others say, I don't care whether they laugh you. Maybe you want to become a doctor, you want to become a bishop, like Bishop Koroma. The journey is not easy, actually.
Not easy.
Look at the transition where you go through. Look at the hurdles where you go through in our life. And today, God don't count it all up for make you who you be today. So you attribute, say, this is success. Now God, the God factor.
Yes, of course. Because the way where the jigsaw puzzle then fits in, it can only be God. And another thing is, for me, it is not about excellence in studies alone, but it's about excellence in your life. Your entire life, your being, that is success. Because some people in there, they have all the qualifications. They cannot work. They cannot enjoy anything.
Okay.
For me, that is true, real, sustainable success.
Wow.
The God factor. You know, when I sit down and look back, how many times I could have made mistakes. We sometimes not been for recover from. But so I can only attribute all what has happened to my life to God. That is why at certain times I take my time to make decisions.
Wow, that's so your encounter with God. Oh, thank God for that. I remember me received Christ in 1979. I had an encounter with Christ, and that has changed my life for me. That's the big U-turn away in kind of life. In the moment I received Christ, I went to Fobe College. I came out of it, begin church and preach of way school, everything else. Now we have a church that seats about 6,000 people. But I believe that the God factor, as you mentioned, your faith in God inspires you for success. So what will you say now to people that now they struggle in life? Some people that in their life and they struggle. They say, like you not sit down. If you don't rest and say, I don't know from 5, I don't know from 6, you go for a job, you go for a teaching job, but you still become so hungry for success. What will you say to some people the way they go through similar challenges in life? for encourage them. Say you cannot be a failure only because you are going through a process in life.
Firstly, I will say to them, "This too shall pass."
Oh, wonderful. I like that.
It shall pass.
I like that word.
Again, I may not be that lady on the podium preaching,
Okay.
but I've always sought out for opportunity. Usaya the work anything myself for impact lives.
Oh, praise
For
God.
call attention. My staff then go tell you. I go call her, put them down. I go talk panel like the mama way born them and tell them say this way you dey do, it not go go well for you.
Okay.
But I must say I am also not a perfect person. I may have my own. But I want for let the listeners them out there. Let them know something. Behind any success, there's a story and there's a journey. So if you dey go out for success, be prepared, first of all, for the journey
Okay.
and the story.
Okay.
So me not supposed to where if first of all, when I look at somebody with the forefront, my mind straight away they go, where is this person coming from? So how it all reach to here? I go say to them, you get for be discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline. It means say setting your schedules and keeping at it. Then I wanting discipline. And you get for be dedicated to your dream, to whatever you get.
Wow.
Doing what you have to do them well. Elect how small they be, do them. Again, you get for take responsibility. That is diligence. If you dey elect self na school you dey go or you dey work, you say the boss dey, you know they take responsibility, you know diligent in what you dey do. Because now then go ask, it would haunt you. Again, I go say you get for be persistent. Not give up too soon. If I been don't give up, the time I'm not able for go for the college. The dream of me chartered accountant.
Wow.
I don't think even for
Don't
council.
give up.
You don't give up too soon. Then sometimes it requires sacrifice.
Sacrifice. I like that one.
You have to make the sacrifice. Is this my last word?
No.
Okay, I think that is basically what it takes for you for
Sacrifice, diligence. What else again you say?
sacrifice, discipline, dedication,
dedication.
diligence, persistence.
These are all the recipe for success.
Yes.
I like that. Because
It's a baggage.
see that a man diligent in his business. Just stand before king and not before mean men. Dedication. Dedication. Dedicate yourself to what you do. Don't look left to be distracted. Just focus your attention. I wanted to be an outstanding man of God. What did I do? I don't look at mediocrity. I don't look at how I don't feel in life. I look at God. If whatever Bible says, it says all things are possible. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. So God don't give in servant, in daughter, the grace from grass to grace, from a nobody to somebody, from somebody who they become a mocker, and then now she's a wonder. What else should we say about it? Young ladies, please rise up. Don't give up. Don't find shortcut to destiny. Don't find shortcuts. Shortcuts can always end up in a dangerous zone. Make sure you go through the process. In the process of time, God will surely show up for you. Okay, now we can go with last word from we sister today. We special guest Mr. Olayinka Phillips. We are the director of internal audit na Sahel Commercial Bank. What you go say now? Your last word for encourage people because today we Facebook
My
page.
last word.
Yeah.
Okay. I could take up from what you say. There's no shortcut in life.
Okay.
There's definitely no shortcut. Behind every success, there's a story, and you must be willing and able to go through the journey to create the story for your success. To the young ladies, because my heart is burning after the young ladies, the youth, the ladies in this country. To the young ladies out there, I would say believe in yourself. God, whatever God has given to you, be prepared to make the sacrifice and fight it hard to succeed in life.
Wow.
There is still dignity in labor.
Okay.
I would say this to them. So make sure you go down that way. Womanhood is not synonymous to dependency. We have to rise up.
Wow. That's
This
powerful.
is my word to the young ladies outside
Say it
out there.
again.
Womanhood is not synonymous to dependency.
Wow.
So because you're not woman, you don't need for breakup. You need for gain strength and manage all within the your plate. You do not need to be qualified as I am, because not all men gather risky, but you get to take pride in whatever you are doing. Don't sit down waiting for manna from heaven. You will not be fortunate. Finally, believe in God, it shall be well. Whatever you are going through, remember, this too shall pass.
Shall pass. Joseph's story, my goodness, from the pit to Potiphar's house to prison, passed. The story of Ruth, passed. The story where Rahab went through, passed. So your own story also shall become your glory in tomorrow's. Somebody look at you and say, oh, you have inspired me in life. I pray God as our sister has inspired you today. It motivates you, catapults you. It will act as a catalyst so that you will be able to achieve your vision. I don't care whether they say to you, say you cannot. You can. You can. You can. I'm telling you today, you can. I can. And I am achieving what I desire in life just because I'm hungry. Now I have a radio station. I'm not satisfied with that. A TV station is coming up. I am not satisfied with that. A pharmacy. Oh yes, I am not satisfied with that. And then what we have to get a clinic. I am still not satisfied with that. Schools, primary, secondary school, I am going out for the best. So go out for the best. A lot is laid up for you in life. A lot of it. Opportunity do not come to those who are just looking, waiting for it. Go for it, as our sister rightly said. And if you go for it, definitely you will become an epitome of success. Thank you very much. So we're going to cut it down. Thank you very much to Chris. Chris, now back of 126 Wilkinson Road. Wilkinson Road, we do a very well designed cap for me and a t-shirt. That's what I wore for those 2 weeks now. For those advertised Crips. Crips International, they do very good job. They don't bring China, come Sierra Leone. Powerful job. You want to print your banner, posters, cap, hat, t-shirt, whatever it is. Just go back of the Crown Bakery, now 126 something Wilkinson Road, and then you get a very good work job done for you. Well, that's what we bring the coaching count down today. Thank you very much. My special guest, Mrs. Olenka Phillips, Director of Audit, Internal Audit, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Until we meet next week again, I want to pray, say God will bless you. You have a very good day, wonderful day. And make what you don't tell you say today. You ready to go school, you don't know school, or take a picking and tell them, say, I don't listen to one lady. We tell her you struggle in life. Yet still, she maintained her dignity. And she became what she wanted to become. So tell these young girls, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Don't find the shortcut to destiny. There is a lot awaiting for you. With this, the curtain is drawn down. God bless you and have a very good day. This is Bishop Abu Koroma.
Thank you.